Welcome back into another new session with me, Geetu. I hope all of you are doing really great. So, we have looked into various topics into our second chapter, that's forms of business organization. So, there are these small topics into this chapter which I thought we would complete in today's session. So, we are going to be learning today. We are going to be learning the partnership where we have already completed the meaning of partners, what's the meaning of partnership, then what are the types of partners. Yes, but I've not completed the types of partnerships. So this would come as a 4 marker. So I thought let me do it separate reason because I don't want you to get confused between types of partners and partnership. Okay. So the next topic is we're going to be covering partnership deed. Okay. That's the meaning and the content of partnership deed, which again is a 4 marker. And the third topic that we are going to be learning today is partnership and the registration procedure. So I'm going to be writing here 444. Okay, so all these are 4 markers that we are going to be concentrating on today. So please make sure you are having your notes or you're making sure of the important terminologies, which is going to be helpful for you while you are going to be learning for your exams. Yes, so today again, as I said, the first topic is partnership and meaning and classification. The second topic is partnership deed, the meaning and the content. And the third one is partnership, the registration procedure. All these are pretty small answers. So probably you learn it like once or twice. It's good for you to remember. It's easy for you to remember. Yes. So as you see, we have partnership, the meaning and the classification. What exactly are we going to be learning in this meaning and classification? Okay. So we are people who agree to come together sharing the profits and losses is called as partnership, but here we have classification in partnership. We are talking about partnership, not partners. Okay, so partners are people who are agreeing to share profits and losses together. So partnership is nothing but it's governed by the act of 1932. Okay, it's legally governed by the act of 1932 under the government, and that's when it's called as partnership. So there are two classifications of partnership. Okay, that is a partnership on the basis of duration. So duration refers to time. So if you want to write it down, please write it down. Duration refers to your time. So we'll write it down here. Okay, duration refers to time. Then, on the basis of liability, liability refers to only two words which I have always taught you: limited liability and unlimited liability. Okay, I'm going to write it down here. So, the types of partnership is divided into time and is divided into liability. So, if you look at duration on the basis of time, it has been divided into partnership at will and particular partnership. Okay, and if you look at, so on the basis of time, on the basis of the project, okay, so based on that the partnership will be formed, the group will be formed, and on the basis of liability the group will be formed, whether it's limited liability or whether it is unlimited liability. Here you see something called as general liability. General liability refers to unlimited liability. Okay, don't get confused because you see here limited liability, you see unlimited liability. So general liability refers to unlimited liability. Okay, so probably you have understood this. What is partnership on the basis of duration? On the basis of duration, I told you it refers to time. So I'm going to write down again, it refers to time here. Okay, so on the basis of time, it is being divided as per will and particular partnership. So what they are saying under will means, okay, we are going to be circling so that it's easy for you to let's say understand. Okay, so partnership at will means these people will form the partnership deal as long as they want to continue as partners. So we are 4 to 5 friends group and we form a partnership group. As long as we want to work, as long as we want to continue the deal, we will continue as a partnership. So it is according to our free will. Nobody's compulsion is required there. So even if all of us decide one fine day to terminate, to close the partnership deal, we will fill the withdrawal form and we will close the partnership deal. But it is according to our free will that we will continue or we will close. That is what is partnership at will. Then particulars partnership refers to only for a particular duration, only for a particular project. See, that's the reason you see a lot of colors on the PPT, right? See the colors in blue, those are the important words. Only for a particular project, say like construction of a bridge, construction of a dam. Only for that particular dam construction, this particular group of partnership is being formed. That is called as particular partnership. After the construction of the bridge, they automatically the group will close. The partnership group will close. That is the meaning of particular partnership. Only for that particular project or for that particular reason or for the particular time that particular group is active. Once it is done, it will automatically close that type of partnership. So we have completed classification on the basis of duration. Classification on the basis of liability. I told you general liability refers to unlimited liability. I'm underlining here. So that means what? All the people who are into this particular kind of partnership in this group, whoever is into general partnership group, all of them will share unlimited liability. Okay, they all have the right to participate in management affairs, and the existence of the firm is affected means what? If anyone dies, if anyone is becoming lunacy means they are like, let's say they're becoming mad, or insolvency, they don't have money to carry out their let's say their business, or the retirement will affect this kind of partnership. Okay, so what are they saying? All the partners will have unlimited liability. Okay, that means what? Even their business assets will be sold, even their personal assets, business assets plus personal assets will be sold. So I'm writing here business assets plus personal assets will be sold in case of a loss. Okay, and all the partners, their existence will be affected if there's a death, if there's insolvency, if there's lunacy. Okay, and they have the right to participate in all the management activities, and registration is optional. So if you want to register the firm, you can, otherwise there's no need for you to do it. But when it comes to limited partnership, it's all the opposite. Here people share unlimited liability. Here people share limited liability. See the difference, okay? So in limited partnership, word itself is telling you limited partnership. That means what? Everybody will share limited liability, and they do not enjoy management affairs or activities. That means what? Here we learnt the point. They are free to participate in management activities, but here they are not free. They do not enjoy. They are not allowed to take part in management activities. Here we learned registration is not compulsory, but here registration is very much compulsory. See the difference, okay? Then here, even if one people or two people leave the organization does not get terminated, not get affected. So this we come to small topic that is called partnership and types of partnership. Okay, I told you, right? These are all small topics and they would come for 4 markers. Now the next topic that we're going to is partnership deed. Now what is a partnership deed? Okay, this is a real example of a partnership deed. How exactly a partnership deed is going to be looking like. Okay, so what is a partnership deed? All these partners have to write down all the points, and their signature should be there on the partnership deed. Okay, now only if their partnership deed, only if their signature and the terminologies of what they have agreed for, all that if it is written and if their signatures are taken into consideration, this partnership deed would be active. Okay. This partnership deed, this is how it looks like. First party, second party, third party refers to all the names of the partners, the types of partners, sleeping partner, active partner. Then you have the content of the partnership deed. See, the content is what refers to the names, their ratios, their place of business, where exactly they're starting their business, how much profits they're sharing, what is the content of, what is the capital amount they're investing, then who all are going to be present for management affairs meetings, then what about the bank accounts, all these nothing but the content of the partnership. All this is going to be written, and or let's say it's going to be typed, and their signatures needs to be taken into account. Legal document. So what is the meaning of partnership deed? It is a very simple meaning. All of them come together, all those people who want to do a partnership business, it's a voluntary association, they come together, okay, so that they are clear with whose agreements or whose policies, what each one of them have agreed, what each one of them have disagreed. They come together, they talk about it, they take a lot of their own decisions, so that later on there is no misunderstandings among. Partnership deed, it can be an oral agreement or it can be a written agreement. This deed, there is no compulsion that it should be in writing itself. They can even orally agree it when they are talking to each other, but as it is stated, it is always advisable that the partnership deed should be written. Okay, so when it is written and when all the partners sign on the partnership deed, that is when it becomes a legal document, and that is when it is called as a partnership deed. Okay, why it is called as a deed? Because all of them are coming together, they are understanding who is invested how much capital, they know who is what partner, they know who is going to take part in management activities, who is not going to take part in management activities, so that when they start working there is no confusion between them. So when it becomes a writing document, when their signatures are present, that is when it becomes a partnership deed. But when it is orally done, it is nowhere called as a deed, because there's no proof, right? When you're orally speaking and speaking to each other, anytime you can say, I did not speak this. So it's always better for them to always get it in writing and take their signatures. So that is what you saw on the previous slide, the document of the. Now, what exactly is this? All this should be mentioned in the partnership deed. So, this is called as the content of partnership deed. So, please make note. This will again come for a 4 marker. They'll ask you what is the content of the partnership deed or what is the meaning of partnership deed. This may come as a 4 marker or it may come as a 5 marker practical oriented question. So, please make note of it. So if they ask you what is the content of the partnership deed, you should know all these things should be mentioned in the partnership deed. That means what? Name of the firm, let's say XYZ Limited. Where exactly your business is you're starting in, whether it's in Karnataka, Delhi, Bombay, where? Duration, that we probably going to run the business for 5 years. Investment, how much capital each and every partner has invested, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 crore, 5 crore. Distribution of profit, the probably Ravi is going to be enjoying 1% profit. Let's say Peter is going to be enjoying 10% profit. Let's say someone else is again going to be enjoying, let's say, 50% profit. So what's the distribution of profits and losses? Then duties of obligation of partners. Who's going to be an active partner? Who's going to be a sleeping partner? Who's only going to take profits but does not take any decisions? Then who is going to be a partner who's going to get salary, or let's say withdraw his profits in the form of salary? Okay. So all these things, then interest on capital and interest on drawings. What is interest on capital? The partner has invested 1 lakh of capital. Suddenly there's a need where he wants to take on his capital. So what he does, he keeps his capital there, or let's say he withdraws his capital, but he starts paying interest because he has withdrawn his capital from the business. Okay, so he has to pay probably 1 lakh capital he has invested, because of some emergency issues he's withdrawn that 1 lakh from the business. Okay, so what is happening, every month he is paying an interest of, let's say, 10,000, 10,000, because he's taken his money from the business. Same thing, interest on drawings. Drawings refers to money which you're taking from the business for your personal use. Okay, so that is called as interest of drawings. Accountancy students, by now you should be knowing what is interest on drawings. Okay, so the money what you're taking for your personal use, also you have to pay interest to the company. Then, what is the procedure for dissolution? Dissolution refers to when you're going to close down your business. What exactly is the procedure? All this. Then, if there's any fights, what is the methods? You're going to sit as a group and talk, whether you're going to file a court case. What exactly is the procedure? Then, preparation of accounts and audits when you're going to submit all your reports to the government. All these things you need to decide when you are forming a partnership group. You need to discuss about all this, type it legally into a partnership deed, and only then all the partners signatures need to be there in their in the partnership deed, and then it becomes a legal binding document. Okay, so I hope you are able to understand this 4 marker or the 5 marker, because it's very important, it may come, so please don't leave this topic as well. Into the third topic, now that we have learned the types of partnerships, we have learned what is a partnership deed. All these are small topics in the second chapter. That's the reason I thought let me finish it in one stretch. Okay, then it's easy for you to also understand. Now the third topic we are moving into is partnership form or the registration procedure. Okay, we're taking the partnership deed. Okay, we are going into the registrar means we are going into the registered office, the government office, and we are telling them that we want to fill or we want to submit all these documents and we want to start a business. So what are they saying? Registration of partnership firm means entering the firm's name along with the relevant, so all this we are done. Okay, our firm has to have a name. Without having a name, our organization cannot continue or move forward. So the name for our organization that we are giving is, let's say, ABC Limited. This ABC Limited should not, we have to go to the register office. We have to tell the registrar. Registrar is a person who's sitting in the government office. Okay, just like how you go for your Aadhaar card and all, like that we have to go for the registration of the firm, partnership firm. So we go, we take all these documents that we have. There'll be a person who's sitting there. This person, we will tell him this is the name of a company. What he will say, he will see whether he will look into all your partnership deed document, everything. I told you it's not a very big procedure for partnership registration, and even for sole proprietor registration, it's not very big. Like a joint stock company. For joint stock company, you need to take months together, years together for the registration procedure. But here for partnership, you just need to show them the relevant proofs that your company is really in existence. Then registration for a partnership is not compulsory, like I told you before. If you want to register, you can register the firm. If you don't want to register, you don't have to register the firm, but it is always safe that the firm is registered. Firm means the organization is registered. If the firm is registered, the firm will enjoy a lot of benefits. But if the firm is not registered, there are a lot of benefits that the firm will lose. Sorry, especially when it comes to legally, okay, legally dealing with a lot of problems, then the firm will not be able to do all those they will not be able to handle those problems. So now we are looking into what is the registration procedure, okay, we have seen that in partnership deed itself. Now we will look into what is the consequence if the firm does not register. Okay, all this while we were seeing that the firm should register, firm should fill this, that. But what is happening if a firm does not register is what is this particular answer. Okay, so they may ask you the question, what will happen if the firm is not registering itself, if a partnership firm is not registering itself. So these are the 4 points that you have here. See, the consequence of non-registration of the firm is as follows. So what will happen if a firm is not registered in the register office? Okay, a firm cannot file a case, cannot file a sue means a firm cannot file a case on another firm or on another partner. Why? Because it's not registered. It is not legally, the government is not approved the company. When government is not approved the company cannot file a case on another firm or on another partner. The second one is the firm cannot file a case. Sue means, here it says suit. Suit refers to case. Okay. The firm cannot file a case on a third party. Third party means on another organization or on a, let's say, company's company. Like that, a firm cannot file a case. Then the third one, the firm cannot file a case against its own partners, the people who are working with you itself. The firm, the organization cannot file a case. Why? Because it is not registered. Only if it is registered, it can file a case. Sorry, there's a fourth point there. Nobody else can file a case on the firm. Why? Because the firm is not registered. Okay, so there are only four easy points. What will happen if you're not registered? It's okay if the slide is not there. Okay, first thing, the firm cannot file a case on any partner. Then second one, the firm cannot file a case on any organization or a third party organization. Then then the firm cannot be, nobody else can file a case on the firm. Why? Because the firm exactly is not registered itself. Okay, so these are the registration procedures. Now if in case the firm wants to get registered, we saw two conditions here. First one, if the firm is not registered, unregistered firm, okay, what will happen? And here, registered firm, what will happen? So if the firm has to get registered, what are the documents it needs to provide? First thing, you need to go to the state in which you want to register the firm. Example, I want to open my business in Karnataka. So where will I go do the registration? In Karnataka. Very good. So if, let's say, if your business you want to open is in Delhi, where will you go and register your firm? You'll go to Delhi. You'll go to Delhi. In Delhi, you'll go to the sub registrar office, the government office. There'll be a person called as registrar. To that person you will go and you will file all your documents. The documents you will give. Okay, so this again is a 4 marker. Okay, what is the registration procedure? These are all simple answers. Don't get things very complicated. Simple answers these are. So don't think, oh, there's so much and all. No, because all these, if you read it like once or twice itself, it will get into your mind. Okay. So what is the procedure? First thing is you need to go to that person, to that fellow, whoever is sitting there. You need to go to the registrar office. There'll be a person sitting there. You need to tell him, I want an application form for partnership firm. He'll give you an application form. You take that application form, you fill that application form. What all will be there in that application form? They'll ask you the name of the organization, ABC Limited, you'll write. They'll ask you location of the firm. You will say, I want to register my firm in, let's say, Karnataka. Okay, because you are in Karnataka. Then you will say name of other places where the firm is carrying out business. You will say my firm is having business in Delhi, Bombay, Pune, all these places you will write. Then the date when each partner joined the firm, that you already have it on partnership deed. You look at that document and you will write, let's say three partners are with you, who are joined which date. Then you'll write the name of the partners, the address of the partners, because all this is mentioned in the deed. Then the duration of partnership, whether it is limited liability, whether it's unlimited liability, whether it is partnership at will or partnership at yeah, whether it is, yeah, partnership at will. So all this you will see, you will write it. So all this will be mentioned in that prescribed form. Okay, so after you write everything, what you will do, you will again go back to that person. You will give the form to the registrar, and he'll ask you to deposit one fees, let's say one 5,000 or 2,000, depending on the business that you're opening. So what happens? So once you pay the fees, The registrar will approve it. He will take it to his higher office. He will approve it. He'll enter it in the register book. There'll be a big accounts book, no? In that book, he will register it, and he'll issue you a certificate of registration telling that you're registered the firm. That's why I told you these are not lengthy procedures, but when it comes to joint stock company in your sixth chapter, you will understand how big the registration procedure is. So you will be good to start off with your registration procedure. Okay, so the topics that we learned again today is partnership meaning and classification, partnership deed meaning and content, partnership registration procedure. Okay, so we any doubts you have, any questions you have, okay, I would be definitely be there to help you. You can leave a comment in the comment box or get in touch with me. Please like and please subscribe and please share it with all those who want to learn these particular topics. It will be helpful for them also. So thank you so much.